Hello, and thank you for your interest in looking at a presentation that could improve your personal health. Let me share the screen with you, and I will dive deeper into the subject of improving health and staying in better condition. I'm working with my partner company Zinzino, a company based in Scandinavia, exactly in Sweden. The founders are Norwegian. Some products are even produced in Iceland. So that's why we always say we are a Scandinavian company. What is our aim? We want to improve people's health. We want people to stay for a longer time in good shape, feel well, and be healthy until the last days of their lives. And this is something that's more and more difficult. We know that so many health-related problems are existing. We have many medicine, and we have lots of doctors. We have lots of machines even to look into the interior and the inside of the body. But nevertheless, all these civilization diseases like autoimmune diseases, cardiovascular problems, cancer diseases, depression, allergies, all that is increasing. So this is for us the big question, why? Nevertheless, we have all these possibilities to treat people and even to detect the diseases very soon. People get ill and there is no more solution for them to be in better condition. So what's the linking point, the common point of all these sicknesses and illnesses? For us, it's the nutrition. Nutrition, your food, can either make you healthy or it can make you sick. So let's have a closer look into the development, how we used to eat and how we are eating right now. In former days, here I'm talking about last century, until the last century, we used to eat lots of food that Mother Nature gave to us. So even in my family, we had a garden and we had our own salad and carrots and even later days then tomatoes that grew there. So we ate fruit and vegetables that really came out of soil. So there were lots of vitamins, minerals in the nutrients. And then we had lots of fibers. We didn't take the skin of the apple. We ate it. So we had fibers that were good for our gut. But we also had phytonutrients that were really rich in all the vegetables and fruit. We ate healthy fats and especially also healthy balance of omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. But then it started shifting, and nowadays many people eat man-made food, or as we call it scientifically, it's ultra-processed food. And this is not just, let's say, McDonald's and Co. This is also what we call ready sauces like ketchup, but also deep frozen food plates, and of course this special Asian noodle snack where you just put some boiling water on it. This is really the absolute catastrophe in man-made food. This food contains lots of sugar, lots of cheap fat, bad fat, and lots of salt. Little fiber and little nutrients. And there is also big disbalance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. So we don't get the fatty acids, the fat that we really need for our body, for really essential processes going on in our body. So let me have a closer look at the omega-6, omega-3 fatty acids. Maybe one you have already tried omega-3 supplementation. It's very common because many people know omega-3 is good. Why is it good? What's the reason behind? The thing is that we have omega-6 fatty acids in many different plates. For example, it's in wheat, it's in meat, it's in dairy products, it's in all vegetable oils. So we really consume lots of omega-6. Omega-6 in our body is needed to start inflammation process. So it's not the bad guy, it's just we need it in a good quantity. Starting inflammation is very important for our immune system to make it work, to have the process started whenever there is a virus, whenever there is a bacteria, or even when I get injured, so that the process of our immune system can be started. On the other hand, it's like this is the fire, and I also need this fire extinguisher, and this is omega-3. So omega-3 is needed to stop inflammation process in the body. These are the main roles of omega-6 and omega-3 in our body. So coming back to all the civilization diseases, they are all linked to inflammation process, in the beginning silent ones, and then chronic ones that start all these civilization diseases. Our body, originally it's made for 1 part omega-6, 1 part fire, to 1 part omega-3, fire extinguisher. Scientifics say no problem until 3 to 1, it's still fine, body can handle that. But then it gets worse, and in last century, in the 60s, we started to eat more ultra-processed food, so we had this shift over to a ratio higher than 4 to 1. And nowadays, in many countries, it's 15 to 1. We also have some areas like in the US or North America in general where we have 25 to 1 as an average. In other countries, 25, it's mostly for the younger people, but even higher. We have seen test results going up to 100, 120, 130. So this is something really shocking. And this disbalance causes problems, let's say, from the head to the toes. In the head, it's especially for concentration it's a concentration problem. It's depression. It's for elderly people, could be starting of dementia or Alzheimer. But it's also, let's say, a beauty issue, hair, skin problems. And when you look a little bit deeper into the body, every organ can be touched, because it's also on a cellular basis that these inflammation processes will be started. It can also touch the joints, the muscles, and the highest risk is for the cardiovascular system. But let's zoom a little bit closer into the cell. Every cell, and this is just a picture of a red blood cell, is in a membrane, a cell membrane that keeps everything together. The cell membrane is made out of lots of different fatty acids, and we should have a closer look at these fatty acids. If there's too much omega-6, even on this level, the cell becomes hard and rigid, and nutrients can just get slowly into the cell, and waste products, they have difficulties to get out of the cell. So imagine now, even you have a plate full of good food, organic food, vegetables, fruit, a good meat, whatever. But your cells, they can't absorb the nutrients. We call that malnutrition type 2. And this malnutrition type 2 is like you are starving in front of a full plate full of good and rich different nutritions. So we should get back to this ratio of 3 to 1 to make our cell membrane transparent, soft and flexible again, so the nutrients can enter, can be absorbed, and the waste can be sent out easily. Even this fact of keeping too much waste inside could cause enormous problems, thinking of genetic transformation and malfunctioning. So how can we now find out where we are? What's the ratio of our body? It's very easy. We do that with a simple test. And this test is a dry blood spot test. You have in this package, you have everything, even the lancet, to prick your finger and put 2 little blood drops on this small paper here. This is the test paper. And then you have the envelope, you have everything inside to send it over to do the analysis in Norway. We've done much more than 700,000 tests worldwide up to now. Our company has the biggest database of fatty acid analysis. So that's why we know that, for example, vegan and vegetarian ratios are always worse than ratios of omnivore people. Or we also know younger people have the tendency to have worse results than elderly people. Who does the analysis? We are not the specialists for that. We have a laboratory as a partner, the laboratory Vitas, placed in Norway, in Oslo, and the university campus. They are worldwide specialists in dry blood spot tests, and they do the analysis for us, send us the results of the complete anonymous test, and then it's like a traffic light system. It's red, yellow, and green that shows the results of the test. And here we can find out if the cell membrane is fluid, so it lets the nutrients pass or not. We also check the omega-6, omega-3 ratio. We also check in general the omega-3 index, also a very important number. Recently a study was published showing that smoking is as dangerous as having for a long time an omega-3 index that is too low. My personal result when I did the test the first time almost 3 years ago, it was 16.4 to 1. Nevertheless, I thought I'm eating organic and lots of fish and lots of fruit and vegetables. Nevertheless, the result wasn't that good. We also track the progress of the development. So we recommend to do a second test 4 to 5 months after using the product that I will present to you in a short time, and to see how it has changed. The interesting thing was, we know many people worldwide, they consume omega-3 supplements. It's about 500 million people on a daily basis. Nevertheless, so for us, it was about 20% of the people that we tested, they take omega-3 supplements. And nevertheless, their ratio isn't really better than 7 to 1. So that was the reason why our scientific advisory board, they wanted to find out why this happens. And here, just to give you an overview of these doctors and specialists in this field, my personal specialist and preferred specialist is Dr. Paul Clayton. Have a look at his website. It's really interesting to read his blogs. And what they found out is something very astonishing. For most of the products, when they're produced from fish oil or from algae, they are filtered once again to take out the heavy metal, the microplastic, but they also take out the polyphenols. And polyphenols are normally in every fish in the same time as omega-3 fatty acid. So when we eat fish, we always have the combination of omega-3 with polyphenols. But since it was filtered, of course, to take out the toxic things, they also took out the polyphenols. And that's now the clue. We put back the polyphenols to the omega-3 oil, and we know in this way we come back to bring people back into balance within 120 days. 120 days, this is the period that a red blood cell needs to be reproduced. And now this is the product. This product contains, as I told you, omega-3 and polyphenols from olive oil. So we take a special olive oil from pre-harvested olives and we mix it. It's on one side, it's the oxidative protection. So there is no oxidation of the omega-3. Everyone knows if you leave a fish outside, it starts stinking. This is oxidation. And the olive oil protects the omega-3 fish oil from oxidation. Second thing is we give a high daily dosage of 2 to 3 grams of omega-3 on a daily basis. And a third thing is we do dosage by weight. So dosage by weight means that we measure it's a number of 0.15 milliliters per kilo body weight. We have different flavors, so it even doesn't taste like fish. It tastes like grapefruit or orange, lemon, mint. It's a very nice taste. You can mix it either with your smoothie or you can drink it pure. I usually drink it directly from the bottle. We really take care in producing this product. So we have lots of certifications. one thing that I really want to strengthen out is that all our ingredients are naturally sourced. So even the flavors are naturally natural flavors. So there's nothing synthetic inside. Here, the slide shows you the stability index of the oil. So maybe some of you have already taken krill oil or concentrated omega-3. It doesn't last long enough to reach all our cells in the body. You see, after 9 hours, concentrated omega-3 will be oxidated. So, and then it will be even bad for our liver, since saturated fat is not an advantage for our health. On the contrary, it's bad for us. So 4 months later, you check the result again with another test and you get your second result. For me, as you can see on the bottom right, it was 2.4 to 1. So I had really improved my whole situation. And for me, it was very important because when I started taking the products, I was still taking antidepressants. I had a burnout 5 years ago. So I was still on my drugs, on my antidepressants and Valium. And what really helped me was testing, taking a balance oil, and then another product that I will show you immediately afterwards. So this was this combination that really helped me to find my way back. And then I said, okay, I have to get this out to as many people as possible to let them know how this combination of this health concept works. Yeah, and it's for every age. It's really from young children onwards to adolescents, to people that want to have babies for reproduction, and then even for people in the midlife, and then even for elderly people. As you can see, it's always good for the brain. So for younger kids and also for elderly people, it's especially for concentration. It's also against dementia and Alzheimer, to prevent it. In the meantime, in general, it's for growth, it's for cardiovascular situations. So to improve, for example, to reduce or to, let's say, to stabilize the blood pressure. It's good for reducing the triglyceride level, cholesterol level. It's for reproduction. It's good for the fetus, for the baby inside the womb of the mom. And then it's also a big thing about joints, muscles, and in general, the bone structure. So here you can see, this is from South Africa, the different advantages, health claims that we can strengthen out here. In Europe, we have some more. It's always depending on the country what we are allowed to say, but as you can see, support cardiovascular health, helps maintain good health. So the triglycerides, it's for the development of the children, the cognitive health and the brain function, and it's good for the absorption of calcium and phosphorus. We have some more products available in South Africa. The second product I want to present to you, it's for your gut health. Maybe you've heard about this important connection between the gut and the brain. This is why nowadays people are even wondering who is the controller of the body. Is it really the brain or is it the gut? The gut is our first contact with the outer world. All nutrients, our food arrives there. And if we don't have the good workers in our body, in the microbiome, and we have a dysbiosis, so the bacteria we have that should be doing a good job in the gut, when they are not nourished in a way they like, with the right components, our gut is not doing what it is supposed to do. So that's why we serve a blend of different dietary fibers. It's like a short ones and it's very complex, complicated ones. It's like imagine it's like catering when the servers walk around and they offer you something. It's like the same thing in our gut. Not every group of bacteria likes the same sort of fibers. But if we help our bacteria to feel good in our gut, the gut will be better. We won't have the problems of like leaky gut syndrome. And maybe our immune system, most of our immune system is placed in our gut. So this is one more reason to support our gut to be in a good condition and a good shape. Another thing is serotonin, our happy hormone, is also produced in the gut. So we feel better if our bacteria in the gut is feeling good. So that's why we recommend this xenobiotic blend of fibers and beta glucans. Another product is Extend. Maybe you say, multivitamin, okay, I already take something. It's not just multivitamin, it's also minerals and all kind of zinc and other very important components. But the very special thing is extract of tomato, of broccoli. So we have lots of phytonutrients. They are good for our antioxidative, for fighting the antioxidative stress. And this is what it's all about. So it's good for the immune system. It's also good for energizing your body, and it's sensational also for your bones and joints. We call that the health protocol. So if you take these 3 products, you have a reduction of inflammation in your whole body, starting with the mouth and going into the last cell in your body. And if we add one more product to help also our brain to relax, and this is what we call the happy pill. It's the Viva, and it's a saffron extract and a combination of vitamin B complex and vitamin C, all from natural sources. So vitamin D, for example, is from seawater. Vitamin C is from the acerola cherry. And we give that especially to clients that suffer from either problems to fall asleep, or it's like working as an antidepressant. That's why we call it also, it's a nootropic health supplement. So you can take it during daytime and it's producing more serotonin in your body, so the happy hormone, or you can take it in the evening and it's for melatonin production. Melatonin helps you falling asleep. And this was the second product that helped me getting completely rid of the drugs, the medicine, the antidepressants that I had to take. Of course, it was under supervision of my psychiatrist. And there is another product that I can recommend you. It's the skin serum, and this is for external use. This is to be applied on the skin. It's especially a nutrition for the skin that had suffered. So it's especially for people having psoriasis, neurodermitis, acne, but also, let's say, adolescents that have lots of pimples. It's the let's say, quick treatment from outside. I would really recommend it in comparison, in combination with the balance oil, because then you have the anti-inflammatory function from inside and anti-inflammatory from outside. So this is what I can recommend you. We have different packages, but I would say have a closer look at the website to get to know how it works. Zinzino.com is our website, and here I would just strengthen out a big advantage for you. If you recommend the products to 4 other people and you are on a subscription base, you will have your subscription, your monthly subscription for free. You will just pay for the shipping. So this is also a very nice gift. I would say we call it the Zinzino for free offer that I can recommend you. Our aim is to inspire change in life, to make people healthier, to help them support their health situation, and to improve their physics. So if you want to get more information, please come back to the person who sent you this presentation by video and let us know if you have any further questions. Thank you for your kind attention, and here with this beautiful image from beautiful Norway, I come back to you and I wish you a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much.